Hello everyone, my name is Anna from Tip Top Sewing, and today I decided to share with you my 2018 Make 9. But before that, I'm going to tell you what I'm wearing right now, and it's a simplicity dress, and I'm going to leave a link to the pattern in the description down below. The number 1 is a cloth habit, panties and a soft bra set. I was planning on sewing my own bra and panties for quite a while, but it's all a bit intimidating because you need so many different elastics and different things for it. But finally I found something that looks good enough for me to actually try it. Another problem I had was that I wanted to sew my set from completely natural material, so it shouldn't be polyester lace, for example, or polyester power net. So this set is something I can use cotton jersey and silk organza for it, so that's really exciting to finally start sewing it. Number 2 is Batrick B6318. This is a very popular pattern and almost everyone has it in a stash or already made a dress. I'm not a very big fan of 60s style, but I like early 60s, and which is exactly the early 60s dress, and I'm planning on using some kind of a vintage style fabric for it, and I think it's going to be a nice dress. Probably I'm not going to use the gathered skirt, probably I'm going to add a full circle skirt to it. The number 3 is Batrick 40 style. I've been thinking of sewing this dress for a while, but I was kind of having other priorities, but finally I think I'm going to sew it this year. What I really like about this pattern is that it's a truly vintage style one, because sometimes you look at those vintage patterns or vintage reproduction patterns, but they do look vintage, but at the same time they look like something you can get in the modern catalogs or modern magazines, and it's not as exciting to sew them because it just looks like a basic bodice block and circle skirt, for example. But this one is a really truly vintage 40s pattern. So I'm thinking of using viscose or maybe even silk for it, and hopefully it's going to look nice and I'm going to really enjoy wearing it. Number 4 is the Batrick B6326, and recently I came to the conclusion that I don't have a lot of pencil skirts in my wardrobe. I do have some floral ones, but I don't have some solid ones, and since I'm sewing quite a few floral tops and blouses, it's better when you wear it with some kind of a solid bottom. I decided to use this pattern for my new pencil skirt because it's quite an interesting design. It has those different pieces and it doesn't have a separate belt piece, which is quite interesting, and I don't think that I have any skirts in my wardrobe that are like that. And the fabric I'm going to use is going to be some kind of a thin wool, maybe wool and silk blend. Number 5 is a Purdy style pussy bow dress. Like I said in my previous video, I've got some really nice thin viscose in my stash now, and I'm thinking of using it for a pussy bow dress. And it has quite nice sleeves and just nice details, and hopefully it will be a really nice make for spring and summer for some warm months. Number 6 is Boston bra. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm thinking of making a jersey cotton bra set, but I also want to try to make something more sophisticated, obviously made of lace or silk, and when it comes to lace, it should be 100% silk one as well. And Boston bra is something that I can easily use silk lace for, because it doesn't require stretchy materials. But of course I'll start with some regular non-stretchy cotton to just try the pattern and see how it fits. Number 7 is Simplicity 1590, which is a vintage reproduction blouse from 40s, and I really want to make it. I think it's going to be a very quick and easy make, and it will look great with any skirts because it has a very feminine details here, like a peplum and all of that, and a little belt at the back. And I think I'll use cotton, white or black polka dot cotton for it. So number 8 is a winter coat, and it's something I really wanted to have last year, but unfortunately I didn't get a chance to make it. So hopefully this year I'll finally come across making it. And it's not easy because first of all I need to find the right pattern that looks nice and that's really practical, that covers everything it should cover, and it's not an easy job. But I think I saw some really nice Purdy style patterns, including vintage reproduction ones. And also it's about finding the right fabric, because it's like, if it's supposed to look like fur, then it has to be made of cotton base and viscose little hairs and all that, so it's not very easy to find. And also it should be obviously warm enough, that's the most important part, so I'm still thinking of how to make it nice and warm and practical and beautiful as well. And finally number 9, which is Batrick B5813. I've already made this dress before, and I've made it with a full circle skirt, and I made it in cotton, but this time I'm thinking of making a fitted version and make it in wool. And last time I made it, I really liked the fit, I really liked the way it looks, so that's why I'm planning on using this pattern again, which is not very usual with me. Usually I just use pattern once, but because it has completely different looks, quite different looks, I'm thinking of using it again and use a nice thin wool for it, so hopefully it will be a nice little dress, more like a formal looking one. That was my 2018 Make 9 plans. I really hope I'll finish all of them, and I'm going to say that it's not everything I'm going to make this year, it's just some really exciting plans I have, and hopefully I'll actually find time to finish them. And if you would like to see how I'm working on them and how I'm progressing, you can follow me on Instagram at tiptopsewing. See you next time, bye!